Professor Milk, oh. Hello class! Now, before we get started with this Vayne guide, I'd like to go over a few very important things. First, Vayne can seem very intimidating to pick up and master, but I promise you, it won't be too bad. In order to unlock Vayne, you must be at least Diamond 3 or higher and have 9,000 Neo points to purchase her. But don't worry, you get a whole 15 per game, and with the current Neo point bonus party event going on right now, you can get up to 16 per game, so you'll be there in no time. The required reading for this course will be Double Lift. Let Me Just Clear This Wave Bot by Catherine Perry. Thank you for joining me in the building blocks of Vayne. I'm Professor Milk. Let's get started. First, let's go over why some people play Vayne. One reason is because of her W, Silver Bolts. It does % max health true damage every 3 autos. So naturally, she scales off attack speed. More autos, more true damage. Which is why you should run this 34.51% attack speed rune page and take 426-0 for masteries, because you only need the attack speed portion of the offensive tree. But here's where people run into their first problem, itemization, because you have two options, Phantom Dancer or Shiv. You'll see this question asked on many a stream. So let's break them down. What does Phantom Dancer offer? More attack speed and critical chance. Cool, what does Static Shiv give you? Less attack speed, less critical chance, but a static AoE charge every 4 to 5 autos or so. But what people are missing is the third option, Wit's End. It gives just as much attack speed as Phantom Dancer, and will deal much more magic damage than Static Shiv. Not only that, it's even cheaper than Phantom Dancer. Win-win, build it every game. Another fun fact about Vayne's W that you may be wondering is why it creates these silver rings around things that you auto. As you can see in this duel, they're used to show your enemies and teammates when you auto-attack minions. Now, let's move along to another key aspect of Vayne's kit, her Q, her tumbler, her toast, and margarine. Tumble resets your auto-attack, so by having that along with Hydra, you can auto 3 times at once. It also gives her the ability to make the dankest of plays because you can use it to dodge skill shots. Examples. Boom, look, there it is. Easy. See, note, it doesn't matter how many times you fuck it up. You can still make a highlight reel if you do it once. But more on crafting a high elo Vayne montage later. CONDEMN. Now, CONDEMN is tricky, and sometimes it doesn't work as you would expect. What's very important to remember is that you're a diamond level Vayne player, so there's no way it's user error. If any of these condemns happen to you, make sure to submit a support ticket to Riot Games, letting them know why their game is broken, and remember to put what elo you are. It helps. They're very good about giving back LP in the rare case that you crushed your lane, but your team fed and you lost because they're noobs. Final Hour, Vayne's ultimate ability. Riot actually implemented this skill to make highlight reels more visually appealing. It gives no stats or bonuses. Moving on, now that we know what Vayne's abilities do, let me show you some advanced tactics. First, we have Quick Draw. We know that Vayne's Q resets her auto attack, but did you know that if you mash your face into a wall while doing it, it makes you reset almost instantly? It makes perfect sense. If you ram your face into a wall, you attack faster. But the theoretical damage output doesn't stop there. Just imagine if you went the patent-pending 4-Zephyr Vayne Milk build. The CDR brings your Q, your tumble, to a 1.2 second cooldown for the quickest resets possible. Furthermore, in the 1.2 second cooldown window, you can reset your auto attack again with Hydra, making the attack speed cap of 2.5 non-existent and reliant solely on your APM. Before we go over any more tips, let's go over some builds. The classic. The survival expert, Steve Urin. Hello, I'm Gosu, Master Yi, and the patent-pending 4-Zephyr Hydra Wit's End Milk build. Alright, you've waited long enough. Let's watch a really quick play to cover the mindset of a Vayne player. We'll be covering the preparation, thought process, execution, and most importantly, the aftermath. Okay, what do we know? We have both summoners, ult, and Borkup. We also know Graves doesn't have heal, but he has Baron. The mighty roar you hear off yonder signals us that the enemy team is at Dragon, and since we kinda fed this game, we're a bit behind in gold, so he has IE and crits much harder. If he starts the fight and lands Buckshot ult on me, I'll get wrecked. So let's sleuth in C9 High Z style and try to jump him. So, adjust your gunners, take a sip of that Mountain Dew to wash down those Doritos, and let's get in there. I alt tumble in to initiate the duel. Since he hasn't immediately used his buckshot and alt at the beginning of the fight, we know he's going to save them as an execute. So, when you get to about half HP, just flash behind him. And make sure you include some stupid ass house, EDM, dubsteppy drop with a build-up prior and a blink of white light just as you flash, so your audience is aware of how cool you are. Let's watch it back. Classic, by-the-book, textbook outplay. But the crucial part of the exchange is what you do after. More specifically, what you say. It's very underrated, and there's almost no guides on this. If you blurt out something like, "Raffle noob idiot, you just got shreked, is that the real IRL Gosu?" with a bunch of question marks, it ruins everything, because that's what he expects you to do. Yeah, I get it. In real life, you might be sitting there in your chair, buttering the corn, baiting the hook, cleaning the pipes, choking the dong, or whipping your dipper. I get it, because you're so excited you pulled that play off. But what you have to do in-game is not say anything. You have to play it cool, because that was just strictly business. Why do you think people like Gosu so much? Now, if your hands are vibrating and you have to type something, look at your minimap and call for a rotation like, "Let's get top tower," to show your team that's just a day in the life of you playing Vayne. Now get out there and show those girl gamers that you can game just as well as they can. God bless. Professor Milk. Oh.